Hey, what's up, guys? The Chosen One. You know the deal. Welcome to the Wrestling Podcast Ring Post Mashup. And we're going to be going over a bunch of things today in this episode. This is episode 4 of doing our new format, our new live video format. I'm liking the live video format. I feel like it's fun. It's easier for me. I don't have to do a lot of editing. We could talk live together. So make sure you guys comment and chat along with me. And I'll be answering your questions and talking with you guys about wrestling. I got a whole list, a lot to talk about since the last time we had an episode. Lots happened. I got my little notes right here. First of all, let's get right into it. I'm not going to waste any time. First thing I want to really talk about is Mike and Maria Kanellis signing a 5-year contract with WWE. That's right, guys. They just recently re-signed with WWE for a 5-year contract, which is insane. I don't even remember the last time I've seen Mike Kanellis. I didn't even know this was Mike Kanellis. I thought this was Eric Young for a second. I was like, who the hell is this? When did Mike Kanellis go bald? I didn't even know he was bald. But yeah, they signed another 5 years. I haven't seen them in about 5 years, so it kind of sucks for me because I like Mike Kanellis and I like Maria. They're great talents. I feel like they're underutilized and we never see them. They've maybe had a few matches on Smackdown since debuting, and I don't know what the motive is. Obviously, Vince is shelling out that big money, trying to get as many people as he can to stay. So the new thing I'm hearing, there's reports that they're starting to issue 5-year contracts. And these 5-year contracts are supposedly really good money. So some people are turning them down and some people are signing them. Mike and Maria signed them. They obviously, they've had problems in the past. They've posted on their Twitter multiple times about, just different little things here and there. I don't know if exactly the words or whatever, but I remember them tweeting something about their contracts are expiring, just saying, just little things, almost teasing that they were going to leave the company. I believe they even talked about their frustrations, with the company on Twitter. So yeah, I don't understand really the motives behind signing for another 5 years. Mike Kanellis is 35, I believe. Yeah, he's 35. So in 5 years, he's going to be 39 years old. That's getting really old for wrestling. 35 is, not really, but, body, on your body, depending on how much damage he takes, until he's 39. Who knows what he's going to do at the age of 39? Who knows if we're going to even see him for those 5 years, unless we tune in and watch 205 Live, which sucks because I feel like 205 Live needs to be some way integrated into the main show, whether it be Raw or SmackDown. They try to do it here and there. They were doing it for a while. I don't know what it is. There's just something that's not connecting with the cruiserweights and the WWE audience. I don't know if it's just lack of exposure. We barely even see any of the 205 Live guys. When we do see them, we have no idea who they are. We don't know any of their names. I feel like they've really botched the cruiserweight division, and Mike Kanellis is a perfect example. Amazing talent, underutilized. We barely ever see him. And yeah, I don't know. Obviously, they just had a baby recently. If the money was right, and they're getting paid to do minimal shows, and when you have a kid, obviously your priorities change. So maybe they're just like, whatever. They're not putting us on TV that much. We'll sign this deal, get the good money, focus on the family, and just take it from there. See what eventually comes along. Maybe they're really optimistic. I don't know. I don't know. It just sucks. Hopefully they get utilized more. I'd like to see more of them, not only on 205 Live, because I don't watch 205 Live. If it's on and it just plays after whatever show I'm watching on the WWE Network, I'll just leave it on and watch it, but I'm not going out of my way to watch 205 Live. I don't know how many people do, and it's sad because we don't know anything about them. So when we see these guys, there's just no reaction. I seen it live last month when I went to Money in the Bank, and it was Daivari versus Tony Nese, and that crowd was dead. Like, nobody even knew who they were. They were just like, all right, everybody's like, bathroom break, guys, bathroom break. Everybody literally just got up and went to the bathroom, came back. People started chanting boring, and it was really bad. And that's just because we don't know who the hell they are. Tony Nese, amazing talent. He looks great. Call him Baby Elias. He looks like a little baby Elias. He's a beast. He's got the physique. He's got the beard. And I don't know, he's the champion. I didn't even know he was the champion when I was at Money in the Bank. I was like, this is a championship match? I didn't even know Tony Nese was the champion. Just shows how far behind that I am on the 205 Live roster. I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm sure half of the people didn't even know that it was a title match. But yeah, 5 years, Mike Kanellis. Congratulations, I guess. Whatever works for you. I'm not knocking it. I would just like to see more of them. So hopefully this at least comes with us getting more exposure to Mike Kanellis and Maria. All right, so let's get on to the next topic. But that's like the big thing now. Like, a lot of people are just signing these 5-year contracts. I believe AJ signed that 5 years, and then he said that's his last contract, and he wants to retire with WWE, which is awesome. But yeah, I don't know. I think Mike Kanellis would definitely be... he could definitely be a big star, and he could definitely be a big star somewhere else. And I think that's why they're just like, all right, we can't let him be a big star somewhere else, so we'll keep him here. You know, even though if we don't do anything with him, he's not going to be anything anywhere else. But yeah, so... All right, let's get into the next topic. Aerostar. I don't know if you guys know Aerostar, if you guys ever watched Lucha Underground. Aerostar he's an amazing luchador. He's had amazing matches. He has an amazing series of matches against Drago. If you guys haven't seen Aerostar in action, make sure you guys go on Netflix, because Lucha Underground is on Netflix. You can watch, I think there's like 3 seasons up there. You can watch them all, catch up. If you haven't watched it, I like the show a lot. I feel like it has like that kind of like a movie aspect to it, / wrestling, and the production's amazing, and you'll see some familiar faces. But yeah, Aerostar is a beast, and he's known for doing all these crazy flips and, you know, stunts. Supposedly, I guess last year he did this big stunt where he jumped off the rafters at a AAA show. I guess this is like the new thing that he does. He just jumps off of the rafters. Well, last year he jumped off the rafters into the ring, which was amazing. It looked crazy as hell. But this time he didn't. He jumped off of the rafters, not into the ring, but outside of the ring, and it looked devastating. This is at AAA's recent pay-per-view. I'm gonna play it. It's so quick, but it looks like he dies. Like, he legit looks like... Look at how high this is. This is high. I believe they said, like, 16 feet or something like that. That's high. Look at this. And then he lands, like, right on his neck. Devastating. Devastating bump. I don't know why. Why? It didn't even look that great. I don't know what he was going for here. It looked like a crossbody, but, like, oh, my God. Just like the weight. That could have went really bad, and he could have died right there. Stupid bump. It's unnecessary. The crowd didn't even really react to it that well. I mean, people were just in shock, almost stunned that... kind of stunned that he's still, like, alive. Like, that is insane. Like, look at his neck. Imagine that impact from a 16-foot drop. Ridiculous. Oh, look at his legs. Good thing there was no steps there. If there was, like, steel steps, this just could have went so wrong. He could have landed too far in. He could have hit the guardrail. That was way too close to the guardrail. This is like a spot that can actually kill you. I mean, a lot of wrestling spots you can actually die from, but this is unnecessary. I'm a fan of Aerostar. We don't need stuff like this. I know, like, AAA Mexico, they go all out and they're just like savage with it. They try to do the craziest stuff, but like stuff like this, I'm gonna watch it one more time because it's just bad, like how he lands like on his neck. Get this height. Oh, that impact. He's completely sideways. I don't know if he got injured from this, but it was unnecessary and it didn't look that great. Like I said, I'm an Aerostar fan. It got that reaction like, oh my God, is he alive? You know, but it wasn't that great. I don't feel like the reaction wasn't that great. The impact looked horrible. It's just like unnecessary. Like I said, Aerostar is an amazing athlete. He's great in the ring. He doesn't need to be doing dumb stunts like this. Yeah, just don't do dumb stuff like this. I wish I could find the video. Some crazy ass like death match, and it was like some like dive bar, and these guys are like up like at least probably like a little higher than this. This is at least 15 feet, so I'd say probably like 20 feet up. And then they I don't know if the guy pile drives him through the table. It was like 2 tables, and he pile drives him through it, and I was like, wow, these guys are dead. And it just looks so bad, like the momentum of it. Just like, I don't know if they just didn't expect the momentum. I gotta find it. If I find it, I'll play it next week. But yeah, it just dumb stuff like that is unnecessary, especially if you're working in a bar. I want to know how much Aerostar got paid to do that, to put his life on the line. I want to know the paycheck. Seriously, like how much do you have to pay somebody to? Maybe he's just out of his mind. He's like, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. You don't have to pay me that much. I'm just gonna do it. Maybe it was his idea. Who knows? But you couldn't pay me enough. Unnecessary. It's not worth your life, honestly, for a cheap pop. Yo, what up? A drift sign on Mixer. Yeah, like Owen Hart. We could have definitely had like some kind of Owen Hart situation right there. That was a bad bump. Let me play it one more time. I don't know how high. Oh my God. I don't know how high Owen Hart was when he fell. I believe it was like 60 feet from the rafters. So definitely a more devastating impact. Obviously, he died almost on impact, but this is brutal, unnecessary. Big fan of Aerostar. I want to see him live, and I want to see more Aerostar matches. So no more of this Aerostar. It's not worth it. But I did hear this AAA pay-per-view was amazing. I got to check it out. I haven't seen it. I've seen clips of different things, and clips like this I saw just insane. All right, so let's get into the next topic. Dana Brooke got busted open so bad at main event, I believe. This is like some kind of main event, and she was fighting Sarah Logan. And there's a video somewhere, but Chyna's alive. I don't know. You never know, right? She just might be. But yeah, she took a big, like a bad bump at main event. She supposedly was fighting Sarah Logan, and they did the whole spot where I think Dana Brooke tried to go for like kind of like a spear in the corner, and then Sarah Logan drop toe holder, did the drop toe hold into the corner, and she hit her head and she busted herself open. Similar to how Goldberg busted himself open at Super Showdown against Undertaker and pretty much concussed himself. Similar bump. Goldberg went for the spear. Undertaker drop toe hold into the turnbuckle. When you're running and you're going to do like a kind of like a spear, your momentum is already insane. And then adding, the momentum of somebody throwing you into something, it's easy to offshoot the padding on the turnbuckle and just hit your head on that metal, almost like that metal pin or whatever. So, I mean, this is the second time we've seen this. Goldberg got injured really bad. He had a concussion. I don't know Dana Brooke's status after this. I don't know if she suffered concussion. She got a really bad gash in her eye. The ref put up the X, and that was the end of the match. Sandu Sarbit on Facebook, what's going on? But yeah, he put up the the X, and that was the end of the match. And yeah, brutal. I think they're gonna have to start banning this spot because it seems like a fairly easy spot. Aim for the turnbuckle, you hit your head. You know, you do the reaction, jump back, fall back, whatever. But yeah, I guess it's pretty easy to offshoot and just hit that metal, or even just hit the actual post, the ring post. So it's becoming a dangerous spot. I say they just ban it. It's not even like that big of a deal. It's, if you can't do it, don't even do it. I don't know whose fault this was. It might have not been anybody's fault. It was just an accident. You know, maybe Sarah Logan threw her over too fast, or maybe Dana Brooke's momentum. That's a bad gash. That is deep. That is deep. But that's definitely getting stitches. And it sucks for Dana Brooke, because I feel like Dana Brooke, every time she gets some kind of like little fire going, something going for her, it just, something crazy like this happens. She just has bad luck. I don't know. But yeah, good luck to Dana. Hopefully she gets well after this, and a speedy recovery, whatever. Hopefully nothing bad happened. Hopefully she's not concussed from this. But yeah, that's brutal. Definitely brutal, especially on main event. I'm sure people in the back are like trying to like censor the blood. They're like, oh my God, she's bleeding, she's gushing. God forbid there's blood in WWE. But yeah, but like I said, get well, Dana Brooke. Hopefully she gets better. I want to see Dana Brooke actually get some kind of shine. She's been around long enough. I feel like she deserves it. She's been through enough crap. And Adrift says Undertaker was pissed at Goldberg. Yeah, he was definitely pissed. He was definitely pissed. You could just see it on his face. Goldberg, I don't know. He really messed up. Like I said, dangerous spot, obviously. This is what, twice in 1 month? They're gonna definitely ban the spot. But yeah, just a quick plug too, if you guys want to check out, I did a full review of Super Showdown on YouTube. Make sure you guys check that out. Just go to youtube.com/powerlevelmedia, and we did the live podcast, and I just broke down the whole show. Great show. We had Glitch chatting with us, and we were just talking about the pay-per-view. Well, actually, what am I saying? Not great pay-per-view. Great review. I had a good time doing it. Not the greatest pay-per-view. It was kind of like a dud. Thanks for the follow. Adrift sign on Mixer. It's greatly appreciated. We're on the road to 300 on Mixer. We're grinding. We're almost there. And right now, guys, we're multi-streaming. So whatever platform you guys are watching on, if you guys are on Twitch and Mixer, smash those follow buttons. On Twitch, we're on the road to 100. And on Mixer, we're on the road to 300. So every follow is greatly appreciated. And if you guys enjoy the content, it helps me out. And it keeps you guys notified whenever I'm streaming live. But yeah, and if you guys are watching on YouTube, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. There's exclusive videos on YouTube that I don't stream, so make sure you guys check that out. But yeah, definitely a brutal bump right there for Dana Brooke. We wish her the best. Let's keep going through. What else do I got? Let's talk about the best Father's Day picture ever in existence. This was posted to Bray Wyatt's Instagram, and it's Bray Wyatt with that badass clown mask, JoJo, and he's got his newborn baby. I don't know the baby's name, but what more can you ask for from a dad? I mean, come on. This is like the coolest dad ever. I would frame that. Like, that would be like framed over my fireplace. Definitely. That is like fireplace material. But yeah, Bray Wyatt, I thought he was going to come out on Raw this week. The build-up was so epic. We got the vignette. The music is building. We're getting flashbacks of all the different Firefly House episodes. Insane. And then just the build, and then you hear the different music playing, and then I hear some like drums and like rock music playing. Insane. And then I just thought the build-up and then the end of that vignette, I thought there was going to be an actual appearance of Bray Wyatt, but it kind of just ended with that. It's a shame. I mean, I'm sick of seeing. I love the vignettes; they're great, but I'm sick of seeing them already. Same with Aleister Black. Like, I want to see these guys in the ring. It's been almost 8 weeks now since Bray Wyatt's return, and 8 weeks of nothing but little vignettes. Same videos. and they're not the same, but we'll get one on we'll get one on Raw, and then they'll play the repeat of that same vignette on SmackDown, which I don't understand. I don't understand why they don't do just a new one for each show. You get a new Firefly Funhouse on Raw, and then you get a Firefly Funhouse on SmackDown. We could have progressed these promos so much more. In 8 weeks, we've only gotten 4 weeks of promos because they play the same promo on both shows. We could be 8 weeks into this character, and it's like, all right, come on. Just bring him out already. Just bring him out. Same with Aleister Black. Bring him out. Like, Aleister Black. AJ Styles talks on Mixer, too. Oh, yeah, he does? That's cool. Undertaker was mad because he didn't finish the tombstone. Yeah. That match is crazy. That match is definitely crazy. It sucks, Firefly. Yeah, some people like it. I enjoy it. I think it's great. I just want to see him wrestle. I want to see if he wrestles with the mask. I want to see if he comes out with this mask. If he takes the mask off before he wrestles. I just want to see if he changes his style in the ring. Is he going to have a different in-ring style? I want to see Bray Wyatt wrestle. It's been way too long. He's in the best shape of his life. He looks great. Get the man in the ring, seriously, because you're only making his ring rust worse. The longer he's out of the ring, the more ring rust. Get him in the ring, have him do a few squash matches, or just have him come out, at least make an appearance in the back. He could do these vignettes and still show up. We could have a Firefly Funhouse episode and then have him show up and just come out and beat somebody down. Like, I just don't know why. Same with Aleister Black. Like, he's just sitting in the back cutting these promos that pretty much sound the same every single week. He's like, I'm not dark and brooding, but I just want you to know my soul is dark and decayed, and all I want is a fight. Fight me. And he's like saying the same, like, those aren't the exact words, but I mean pretty much along those same lines every week. And he's like screaming at somebody to open the door to fight him. Just go outside of the door and fight somebody. You got a whole roster of people back there. Just go out of the door, out of your little studio room that you're filming this promo. Instead of yelling at the guy to open the door, whatever guy's working in the back, instead of yelling at him, just go outside of that door and fight somebody. Go down to the ring, call somebody out, and have a match. It's like they don't know what to do with Aleister Black, so they're just like, all right, we're just going to have you cut another promo. I don't know. It's just, have them wrestle already, please. I want to see them wrestle. Two great talents. We still haven't seen them. After the whole run he had with Ricochet, he's just been gone. Ricochet's been flourishing on Raw. Ricochet's been doing amazing. Aleister Black, we haven't seen him since this whole team broke up. This Frankenstein team that they just threw together from NXT that had no significance at all, which their characters didn't even go together. They're just like, all right, let's just throw these guys together. They're from NXT. Let's throw Johnny Gargano and Ciampa together. They're from NXT. Even though they're feuding and they just completely ruin their whole build-up and the whole feud. They're like, all right, these guys were just in a blood feud and now they're a tag team. It's just like, why? Why? I don't know. Wyatt reminds you of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah, definitely, right? He's got that kind of vibe to him. Like a horror movie, kind of like Killer. Definitely. I definitely get that horror movie vibe from him. But plus, we need more crazy people like Bray Wyatt. There's not enough crazy people in WWE. All right, let's keep going through. All right, let's talk about Raw. I'm going to go through the Raw card real quick. Not the best Raw. It was definitely better than last week's Raw. This Raw was all right. Let's see. First match, Ricochet defeated The Miz, Braun Strowman, Cesaro, and Bobby Lashley to earn a right to challenge U.S. champion Samoa Joe at WWE's Stomping Grounds. It was a fatal 5-way match. I didn't catch that match, but I saw some clips of it. Ricochet's great. I'm glad he's getting a shot at the title. He definitely needs it. I want to see Ricochet beat Samoa Joe and hopefully eventually get a title. He definitely needs a title. Definitely want to see him shine. Do I want his first title match to be against Samoa Joe? Not really. I feel like those styles might clash a little bit, and I feel like Samoa Joe might not even. He might not even lose the belt. I feel like they're gonna stick with Joe, honestly. And but yeah, we'll get into that after. I'll get into my predictions later for Stomping Grounds. But yeah, so Ricochet won the Fatal 5-Way. Lacey Evans confronted Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch. Getting bored of this feud. It should have been done right after Money in the Bank. It's dragging on way too much. Nothing really interesting. Becky's being deflated slowly by these horrible feuds. I mean, Charlotte was way too long. Becky and Charlotte way too long, and now Becky versus Lacey, it's dragging out. Let's keep going through. Viking Raiders defeated Russ and Randy Taylor. No idea who the hell Randy and Russ are. Just a random squash match. Samoa Joe should be a sumo wrestler. No comment on that. But R-Truth and Carmella were in the crowd. It was funny. They had their little disguises on. R-Truth is the best thing that's happened to a 24/7 title. As long as they keep them in that kind of picture with that, I think it'll be good. Let's keep going through. The New Day defeated Baron Corbin, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn. 2 out of 3 falls match. I'm sick of this feud already. I don't know what's this feud about. I don't know why they're beefing. I don't know why Kevin Owens hates the New Day so much. I don't know why Baron Corbin is in this mix. Sami Zayn is there because Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn used to be a team. I'm not feeling it. The promos are just so long and drawn out. It's just like so long and drawn out. It's like the same thing every week. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn come out, they complain, they talk about how the wrestling fan base is so toxic, this and that. It's just like, oh God, it's the same thing every week. Please stop this feud. I don't know why we have this ongoing feud. The Usos defeat Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. It was like a squash match for Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. I don't even remember when was the last time we seen them. It was, I don't know, like 5 months ago, and they got squashed then. And I believe it was against the Usos. They might have lost against the Usos the last time we saw them. I don't know. I could be wrong. But poor Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. Luke Gallows got the double super kick from the Usos, put him down for the count. And yeah, it was just sad. It was sad. I was happy to see them. Like, yeah, good brothers. And then I was like, wow. And then even AJ Styles, they show AJ Styles in the back, and he's just like shaking his head. He's like watching the monitor. He's just like, so sad. So sad. Like, they made it even sadder that he was back there like, oh, God. Poor Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. I want to see them showcase way more. Roman Reigns brawl with Shane. This is I don't even know why this is still going on. I don't know why this feud is still going on. It's boring. Roman Reigns is just beating up Shane McMahon in the back. It was kind of funny because the only funny part was Shane and Drew McIntyre were talking mad junk, and they were filming a vignette, and they had like the table set out. They were doing like some celebration or something. Roman Reigns literally goes to the back. They're on the main screen, and it looks like they're like filming it from like another location. Roman Reigns literally just walks out of the arena, goes to like the first door in like the backstage, and they're like right there filming the promo. Roman Reigns just picks up Drew McIntyre, dumps him through this table like covered with like an entree of food. It's just like, God, it was bad. And then Roman Reigns is just like chasing around Shane McMahon, beating him up in the back. He beat up the Revival in the back. He literally took I think it was Scott Dawson or whatever. I don't know which one it was. He picked him up and just threw him into the parking lot garage gate or the garage door so hard for no reason. But yeah, it's just, I don't know why. It's so boring. WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Iconic, defeat Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Yeah, I'm getting sick of this feud too. I don't understand. Not this feud. I'm getting sick of this stable between Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. I don't know why they're turning Nikki Cross like normal. No idea why. No idea why they're turning her normal. It makes no sense. The first thing I said when Nikki Cross comes up from NXT to WWE, do not turn her normal. That was the first thing I said when I did a video on how to book Nikki Cross in WWE. You got to keep her crazy. That was like the appeal of her. She was insane. There's no other girl in WWE doing that crazy ass gimmick like that, like straight psychopath. And it just fit her so well. And now for them to turn her normal, she's like normal with Alexa Bliss. And then she goes out to the ring and she's like all crazy again. It just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, Nikki Cross is awesome with her psycho gimmick, and they should have kept her that way. And it's just like now she's normal. They're like curling her hair a little bit. She's got like a little eye makeup on now. It's like, what are you doing to her? What are you doing to her? Same with Ember Moon. Like, what are you doing with Ember Moon? I don't understand why. I don't understand why they're doing this to Ember Moon right here. Here's another underutilized, amazing talent. Ember Moon is great. Same with Nikki Cross. The two things that they should have never did with Nikki Cross and Ember Moon is turn them normal. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to see Ember Moon. The whole thing with Ember Moon, she was like mysterious. She was crazy. And, you know, she always had her gear on. And she just, you know, she was just always insane. You never, like, caught Ember Moon in the back playing video games in NXT. Like, we know she's a gamer in real life. We know that. But we don't need to see that, like, in the back. And this, like, segment, I believe this was last week. This segment was horrible. They have a $300 Nintendo Switch. This is what got me so mad about this. $300 Nintendo Switch. And Sonya just smacks it out of her hand. She's like, oh, look at you, Ember Moon. She's just getting bullied in the back. I don't know what this whole bullying storyline is all about. But, you know, Sonya's supposed to be all about, like, this pride this, pride that. She's wearing the pride t-shirt. She's supposed to be, like, a pride role model. And she talks about how she used to be bullied. But now she's bullying Ember Moon. It makes no sense. It just doesn't make sense. And why are they picking on Ember Moon? No idea. Is there anything going to come from this? I don't know. It was like a 60-second promo in the back, and they smacked that Nintendo Switch to the ground, and it hit hard, and she flipped out. Ember Moon was like throwing trash cans. She's like throwing shit. She's screaming. Why? Should have kept Ember Moon crazy and insane. Like, I want to see the crazy Ember Moon that comes out, and she's got the mask on, you know, covering her face, the bandana. I don't want to see her in the back playing Nintendo Switch and her getting bullied. Like, how uncreative are the WWE writers that they have no storylines for the women's? The women's storylines in WWE are either, you know, they're friends, it's some kind of storyline with them being best friends, or, you know, some kind of storyline of, you know, the women bullying the other women, you know, being all, like, catty, and, like, it's just so dated. Like, this is so dated right here. Get better writers, please. Storylines are getting super boring. Super boring. Who writes for WWE? I don't know. People who write for soap operas. What up, Anthony? I think Nikki Cross is going to turn on Alexa at some point. I mean, obviously it's a given. I don't understand, like, how naive is Nikki Cross that she doesn't does she not watch WWE, that she just doesn't know all the, you know, messed up shit that Alexa Bliss has done in the past, how many people she's betrayed, and how evil she is, but she's, like, that naive that she just, you know, believes everything that Alexa says, and she's, like, Alexa's little minion. Like, I don't like it. It's just dumb. These storylines are dated. Get better storylines for the women. They don't have to. And these segments, what happened to the women's revolution? What happened to the women's revolution? Ever since Ronda Rousey left, I swear to God, it's like the women have been taking a backseat again. Everything's like crappy storylines for the women, 10-second segments in the back, 5-second matches, 1-minute matches, corny ass matches. It's just like, now it's like, all right, well, Ronda was our cover girl for the women's evolution. She's gone, so whatever. Now we can have the women take a back seat again to the men. I don't get it. But yeah, I mean, it sucks for Ember. It sucks for Nikki. Put them in a team. Have them form a tag team. I'd rather see them it's more believable, Ember Moon and Nikki Cross as a tag team than Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss for no reason at all. At least Ember Moon and Nikki, they're both crazy. They're both from NXT. They got the NXT history. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. It's just insane. Let's keep going through my little rant about Ember Moon, because I love Ember Moon. She's a great talent. She's probably one of the best on the women's roster. Definitely the top, and just underutilized. We'll get to this picture right here in a minute. Universal Champion Seth Rollins defeats SmackDown Tag Team Champion Daniel Bryan. Great match. You know what another thing is I hate about WWE? They save their main events for the last 10 minutes of the show. The last 10 minutes of Raw and SmackDown are the main event. This is an amazing match, but when they do that, it just feels rushed. It's rushed. The match is rushed. And it's like, all right, the match finishes in 10 minutes. How believable is it that, two people fighting, end the match perfect time at 10 o'clock right before, the show goes off the air? Just not believable. You know what I mean? Kayfabe. Think about it. If we had a UFC fight and, the main event is at 9:50 and the pay-per-view finishes at 10 o'clock. The last fight is at 9:50. So they have to guarantee that this fight is going to be over in 10 minutes. How do you guarantee that how do you know that how long they're actually going to fight? You know what I mean? Like, it's just the logic of the last 10 minute of Raw and SmackDown for the main event, not feeling it. And what usually comes from that is like a quick match, a quick roll up, which I hate. I hate those quick schoolboy roll up pins, and then like the person's shocked. They're like, "Oh my God, he rolled me up! What the hell?" And they do the little wiggle, like they try to get out of it. I'm so sick of seeing that. That is the crappiest finish to a main event. Or the disqualification, someone gets disqualified for using a chair. Or what's the other one that they like to use a lot? I don't know. It's just, they find some way to just end the match quick. It's just getting boring. Save more time for your main events. The main event should have at least 20 minutes, in my opinion. Shane McMahon should not have 20 minutes. Shane McMahon shouldn't have 20 minutes to talk, a whole segment of him celebrating, and then the main event is 20 minutes. Or the main event is only 10 minutes. It just shouldn't happen. It should not happen, and it's sad that it's happening. But yeah. Oh, okay, so the picture right here is, what's his name? I don't even know his name. Drake Maverick from 205 Live. He beat R-Truth for the 24/7 title. He rolled up R-Truth quick on SmackDown. He was dressed up as Carmella. And yeah, we're having some difficulties, guys. I don't know if the stream might skip. Let me know if it skips. We're having some technical difficulties right now. I don't know why. All right, we should be good. But yeah, so he rolled up R-Truth, and he beat R-Truth for 24/7 title. It sucks, but I'm sure R-Truth is going to get it back. He was dressed up as Carmella. He was trying to give R-Truth like a ride or whatever. Someone pulls up in a car, referee pops out. Drake Maverick is dressed as Carmella. He takes off the wig, rolls up R-Truth real quick, gets the pin, gets the 3 count, gets the belt. It kind of sucks because I wanted R-Truth to have it longer. And the only thing that I love this like whole concept, you know, this whole comedy thing with R-Truth and everything, it's great. But I want to see like actual fighting. Like it's pretty much the whole thing is like they'll throw him down for a roll up, quick roll up pin, 1, 2, 3. There's no confrontation. There's no physicality. They're not fighting. It's just like, oh, who could get the first schoolboy? It should be called not the 24/7 title. It should be called the schoolboy roll up title or the quick roll up title, because they haven't done anything. There's no matches. I wouldn't mind seeing an actual match for this title. You know, like 2 people are scheduled for a match. Say it's like R-Truth versus Drake Maverick for the 24/7 title. They're fighting. They have like an amazing match, and then everybody waits for them to be like all tired, and like the whole roster comes running out trying to pin them and fight them. I think that would be great. But yeah, this was pretty funny. I don't mind seeing stuff like this, but I want to see actual fighting. It's cool to see the roll-ups here and there, but let's get some physicality. Let's get some matches going. Let's keep going through. All right, let's go through SmackDown real quick. I watched some of SmackDown. I didn't get too crazy into it. We'll just go through the card real quick. Let's see what's next on here. All right, we'll get into that after. All right, so on SmackDown, Dolph Ziggler minced. What does it say? Okay, so Dolph Ziggler, Kofi Kingston, blah, blah, blah. Dolph Ziggler comes out, he's talking to Kofi, he's going to beat him, blah, blah, blah. It should have been him. Same crap we've been hearing for the past 10 years from Dolph Ziggler. Not too excited for this. I guess it's a cage match. We'll get into that after. Dolph Ziggler defeats Xavier Woods. It was a pretty decent match. Schoolboy Wrestling Entertainment. Yeah, right? SWE. SWE. Hell yeah, I can see that. Yeah, Dolph Ziggler versus Xavier Woods. Great match. It was quick. I like seeing Xavier Woods wrestle. I want to see more of him wrestling. I wouldn't mind seeing him in the main title picture. I wouldn't mind seeing him turn against Kofi Kingston. I think that'd be pretty cool. Him just beating down Kofi and be like, I did everything for you. Like, I'm the one that talked for you. I'm the one that got you these title opportunities. Blah, 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 blah. You know, I think that would be, and it would be a good match, definitely, because Xavier Woods is amazing. Kofi's amazing. That would be a cool match. But yeah, you know, it was a good match. Dolph Ziggler beat Xavier Woods. Let's see. Chaos broke out on a Moment of Bliss. This whole thing. All right, so this whole wild card rule. I don't know who's a wild card. I guess everybody's a wild card. Sami Zayn doesn't even know if he's a wild card one night. He doesn't even know what he is. I think Kevin Owens came out and he was like, tonight I'm a wild card. Whatever the hell that is. I don't even know what that is. I don't think anybody knows what that is. So everybody's a wild card. So we had a Moment of Bliss, and it was Bayley. She was like interviewing Bayley. They were just talking trash back and forth. The promo was good. I don't want to see Bayley versus Alexa again. I don't. We saw it already, and it wasn't great. The whole Bayley, this is my life segment with Alexa Bliss was probably the worst segment in Raw history ever. If you guys never saw that segment, look it up. It was like maybe 2 years ago when they were feuding, and just look up Bayley, this is my life, Alexa Bliss, the worst ever. And this was better than that, thank God. But I don't want to see any more of these two fighting. Like, I don't want to see the feud anymore. I don't want to see Alexa Bliss pushed anymore. Why is Alexa Bliss in the main title picture? What has she done? She's been injured for like 5 months. She comes back, and she already has a title shot. Why? What has she done to earn this title shot against Bayley? What has she done? She wasn't even in the Money in the Bank match. She had Nikki Cross fight for her. What has Alexa Bliss done to deserve this match? This is the build for this match, this segment right here, which is for nothing. So Nikki Cross, she's trying to pull, I guess Alexa's talking junk to Bayley, and Bayley just snaps. She starts jumping on Alexa. She's beating her down. Nikki Cross pulls off Bayley off of Alexa, kind of throws her to the ground, and Bayley's like looking at her like, yo, you're really gonna side with this chick? Are you that, like, she's just looking at her like, yo, what the hell are you doing? And then Alexa, as Bayley's looking at Nikki Cross, Alexa punches her right in the face, hits her hard as hell, knocks her down, and then Nikki Cross is just like, you know, Nikki Cross was a heel. In NXT, Sanity was a heel stable. Now she's a babyface. Now she's with Alexa and she's naive. Now she's friends with Alexa, but she doesn't like what Alexa's doing. Like, this just doesn't make sense. None of this makes sense, and I'm sick of seeing it. It's just frustrating because Bayley's great. I don't want to see Bayley and Alexa. All right, do me a favor, guys, because I know everybody's like, Alexa Bliss does not wrestle. All right, I want you guys to watch Stomping Grounds. I want you to watch this match and just watch Alexa Bliss versus Bayley and see how much wrestling actually goes on Alexa's part. She doesn't wrestle. She doesn't do any moves. She doesn't do any wrestling moves. She might do a DDT, maybe. The majority of her moveset is like punches, slaps to the face, a lot of hair pulling, face thrown to the mat, a lot of junk talking, and it's just like, does she wrestle? Does she do any wrestling moves? Please, guys, especially the guys, watch Alexa Bliss's match, right? And don't stare at her ass, all right? Don't look at her ass, watch the match, and you will realize that she does no wrestling moves at all. Just saying. That's just my observation. A lot of rest holds. She likes to do a lot of headlocks, and she's like laying around, talking junk. It's just like, no. Let's keep going. Heavy Machinery defeated the B team. I like Heavy Machinery. They're actually booking them right. It's kind of like they transitioned well from NXT to WWE. They had like probably one of the best transitions. The crowd loves them. They're just fun to watch. That big ass dude doing that I forgot his name. That big ass dude doing the worm. That's entertaining. I don't care. That's a big dude to be splashing around and rolling around and doing worms. The Heavy Machinery, definitely entertaining. The B team, not so much. I don't like Kurt Axel or whatever the hell his name is. I want to see Bo Dallas more, but just without Curtis Axel or whatever I don't know if it's Kurt Axel, Curtis Axel. Yo, Spawn, Soul, GT on Mixer. Thanks for the follow. It's greatly appreciated. Welcome to the Wrestling Podcast Ring Post Mashup. And we're just talking about Raw and SmackDown, and I'll be getting into my Stomping Ground predictions in a minute. Feel welcome to comment down in the live chat. If you guys are watching live, comment down. Let's keep going through. Yeah, so Heavy Machinery, great. Shane McMahon threw yet another curveball at The Miz. These are just results on the WWE.com. I don't know why this is still a thing. I don't know why Miz and Shane McMahon are still feuding. I thought it was done. I thought Money in the Bank was like the end of this feud. I don't know why it's still happening. It needs to end. Shane McMahon gets too much airtime. Even Miz said it. I don't know if he went off script when he said it, but it got a good pop and he was into it, and he's like, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of it. I gotta put you down. I created a monster. It's my fault that you're like this. I gave you an ego, like all this crap. It was a good promo on Miz's side. But yeah, it's just, we can end it. We can definitely end it. It's getting too drawn out. Shane is getting way too much TV time. And Miz was like, he's like, I'm sick of you getting more. You're sucking up more TV. You suck up more airtime than any of the superstars in the back. And I'm sick of it. And the crowd was just like, yeah, It was good. It was a good promo. But yeah, I'm just sick of seeing Shane. Drew McIntyre and Elias defeated The Miz and R-Truth. Tag team elimination match. That match was alright. The Miz was on fire. He was trying to fight them both off. R-Truth got eliminated early. Not the best match. Seth Rollins and Kofi Kingston defeated Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. 2 out of 3 falls match. I'm just sick of seeing this feud. I really am. I don't know why they keep sticking Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens together. They kind of have like that whole... Becky Lynch and Charlotte thing. Like, they're just like bound to be stuck together all the time. Like, separate them. Have Sami Zayn be on Raw. Have Kevin Owens stay on SmackDown. Just because they're friends doesn't mean they always have to be together. And this is another thing. I believe it happened the same thing again. The last 10 minutes of SmackDown, this was the match. And it was just like, the last 10 minutes, it's like, all right, Shane had like a 30-minute promo. We got like the last 10 minutes for the main event. We're maybe getting, listen to this, all right? On Raw, 3-hour show, we're maybe getting a half an hour of actual wrestling. SmackDown, 2-hour show, we're maybe getting 20 minutes of actual wrestling. It's a wrestling show. It's just so much talking and backstage and talking, and there's another segment, and there's like a commercial, and back to another talking segment, to another commercial, It's just gotta stop. It's gotta, and the commercial breaks in between in the middle of a match, you got a commercial break. Why? You have your main event, but then you have a commercial break 1 minute into the main event. And then they do that little tile thing where like the little video of the actual match is in the corner of the commercial. Sad. Definitely. Oh, God. It's just annoying. All right, let's keep going through. All right, so that wraps that up. That's Raw and SmackDown this past week. What else do I got on my notes? Oh, when Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder losing the title to the Revival sucks. That was last week. And it was just for nothing. For nothing. They win it, and they had like a title run, which was longer than I thought it would be. And then it just ends just like that on Raw. Alright, so let's get into Stomping Grounds. So the whole thing is with Stomping Grounds, there's a lot of stuff going on. They're still trying to sell tickets. There's only a few days until the pay-per-view. The pay-per-view is in like 3 days, and they still have like 10,000 seats available. It's insane. I want to go through like the seating. I want you guys to see the seating chart real quick. I have the picture somewhere right here, and you guys can see the seating chart is like. All right, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so you guys can see. All right, so these blue sections right here are open seats. So there are a lot of open seats at this. Lionheart died. WWE reports. Oh wow, that's insane. I gotta check that out. I didn't even know that. All right, so but yeah, these are all open seats. So supposedly Stomping Ground, you know, a few days before the pay-per-view, still has at least 10,000 open seats. That is insane. 10,000 open seats. And look at these, like, I don't know how they're going to cover up all these open sections. They might have to just sit the whole audience on this top section, you know, and just so they have that, face that one camera that way. Or they might have to do there's going to be a lot of camera tricks, you know, involved to really cut. But, I mean, we still have 3 days. I don't know if people are waiting till the last moment. But the ticket, the actual ticket prices are, like, getting crazy, too. Like, they're doing, like, all these deals. I don't have the picture, but they're doing all these deals for the tickets. And it's, like, 3 tickets for, like, $40. At this point, they should just be giving away the tickets for free. And it's embarrassing that they can barely sell this pay-per-view, And All Elite Wrestling sold out in 15 minutes. All Out, their next pay-per-view, sold out in 15 minutes. 10,000 people. WWE can't even sell another 10,000. I mean, this arena is definitely bigger than where All Out is going to be. I believe the capacity is like 20,000 for Stomping Grounds, and they sold 10,000 tickets or something, roughly. And there's still 10,000 available. But, yeah, it's looking grim for Stomping Ground. I don't know how they're going to get away with all this camera action. But yeah, let's get into Stomping Ground. So the first match on Stomping Ground is actually the Raw Tag Team Championship. The Revival versus the Usos. The Revival are the champions. They're the new tag team champions again. I'm getting sick of seeing this feud. I don't even have a picture of it. It's on the pre-show. This is getting the kickoff show. The Raw Tag Team Championship. Just the Tag Team Championship belts in general always get the pre-show now. Why? I have no idea. Before it was the Cruiserweights getting the pre-show. Now it's the Tag Team titles getting the pre-show. So on the pre-show, the Revival versus the Usos. I'm sick of this comedic feud they have going on. It's all like comedy. It's just like, it's not even that funny. The Usos are trying to be funny. Like, they have to do what they have to do. They're trying to deal with what they get. You know what I mean? They're trying to work with what they're getting as far as storyline wise. And the Usos are funny, but I'm not into this feud. The matches are great. I'm just sick of the outside, how they're battling at the Memorial Day barbecue and doing all these barbecue games and just dumb stuff. It's just dumb. It's just getting dumb. Let's keep going through. I got my notes right here. 1 second, guys. Alright, so nothing really from that match. I'm not expecting much from that match. The first match on the actual card is going to be the Cruiserweight Championship, which makes no sense. Just again, we're not going to this match is not going to get a great reaction. It's going to be kind of dead in the audience. I can tell already. It's going to be Tony Nese, who's still the champion. Didn't even know he was a champion. Baby Elias. Drew Gulak versus Akira Tozawa. Nobody knows who these guys are. We don't know who they are. And the reaction is going to be the same as it was in Money in the Bank. They're either going to get the boring chants, they're going to get booed, people are going to go to the bathroom. Not enough time invested in the Cruiserweights. At this point, it makes no sense. You put them on 205 Live, right, on the WWE Network. But you don't put them on the main show, but you put them in the pay-per-view. Makes no sense at all. Why would you put them in the pay-per-view when we don't even see them in the main show? I don't know. I'm going to give you guys my predictions on this one. I'm just going to say, let's see. I'm going to go with Tony Nese is going to win this one. He's going to retain the title, keep the belt. All right, second match. The New Day versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Not looking forward to this match. I'm looking forward to see Big E back in the ring again. He's been injured for a couple months. His first match back, he was explosive. He was killing it. He was on fire. Hopefully this match is good. Hopefully there's no kind of disqualification or something stupid to make this match fast. I want to see a good match between these two teams. These four athletes are amazing. I want to see a great match. I'm gonna go with the New Day. I feel like the New Day is gonna win this just based on the fact this is Big E's big return match. and that's just what I'm gonna go off of. There's not really any build to this match, besides just the crap matches they've been having every week, and just the horrible promos of them just cutting back and forth. It's just getting boring, honestly, in my opinion. And they're all so good, and they can be in so many better storylines. And you could just see it on Kevin Owens' face when he comes out. He's like this. Yeah, like I'm not saying exactly what he says, but you know what I mean? He just looks so out of it. Like, he doesn't want to be there. He looks deflated. He looks worn out. And he's just trying to get through it, honestly. And you could tell on his face. I don't think this is the return that he hoped for. I don't think that he hoped to return to the same thing he was doing when he left. I don't think Sami Zayn, hoped that he would return to the same thing that he was doing when he left, being tagged up with Kevin Owens. It's just like nothing's changed. Like, nothing has changed in a whole year. These guys are in better shape. They're finally over their injuries, and you're doing the same thing with them. And this pay-per-view is literally almost all rematches of Super Showdown. And people are just not buying into this pay-per-view. People are starting to almost boycott WWE. I'm sure there's been a lot of subscription cancellations for the WWE Network. Let's keep going through. Smackdown Tag Team Championship, Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan versus Heavy Machinery. It's going to be a good match. Both great teams, 4 amazing talents right here. But what's the build? What's the point of this? I'm surprised this isn't on the pre-show. Because last month this was pre-showed on Money in the Bank. It was the tag team titles were pre-showed, and it was actually it might not have been the tag team titles, but I know it was Eric Rowan and Daniel Bryan versus the Usos. It was pre-showed. I don't know if it was for the tag team titles. I have to look back into that. But why is this match happening? I don't know. Do I see Heavy Machinery winning the title so early? Nah. I see Eric Rowan and Daniel Bryan sticking with those belts for a little longer. But, like I said, it's going to be a good match. Let's keep going through. The United States Championship, Samoa Joe versus Ricochet. This is going to be a good match. I'm excited for it. This could be the show stealer right here. Just for the fact that Ricochet is amazing. I just love what he does in ring, and I'm a huge fan of him. Samoa Joe's amazing too. I want to see how these two styles are gonna, flow together. Are they gonna flow, or are they gonna clash? Samoa Joe can tend to have sometimes have a slower style, a lot of headlocks sometimes. He's known to do some rest holds here and there. Ricochet's fast, action, flips, jumps, kicks, everywhere. He's everywhere. I'd like to see how Samoa Joe actually combats this offensive from Ricochet, because Ricochet's going to be flying all around everywhere, hitting Samoa Joe at all angles. And that's what he's got to do. He's got to stay on the offensive as long as he can. He's got to keep Samoa Joe grounded and just literally just hit him from all angles. Use his speed and agility and just try to win. Try to stay clear of that Coquina clutch, because if he gets hit with that clutch, it's a wrap. I don't see him getting out of that clutch. I feel like Samoa Joe's got too much weight, and he could just grab him and hold him down. So, but yeah, Ricochet versus Samoa Joe. I feel like this is going to be the show stealer of the night, match of the night, in my opinion. And I'm going to go with Ricochet on this one. I feel like Ricochet, it's his time. I feel like he's gonna run with the belt. I feel like Samoa Joe is just like, they kind of don't know what to do with him. We don't really see that much of him since the whole thing, the whole feud with him and Ray. So, going with Ricochet on that one. This is my prediction right there for that match. Let's get into the next one. Another rematch from Super Showdown. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. Literally their rematch from WrestleMania 35. And Super Showdown, I think they fought too. I could be wrong, but I'm sick of seeing this. I'm sick of seeing this feud. I don't understand this whole feud with Shane and Drew McIntyre. Now Drew McIntyre is like doing Shane's bidding. It's like, I said it before, Drew McIntyre is amazing. He needs to not be Shane McMahon's sidekick. Drew McIntyre shouldn't be anybody's sidekick. He shouldn't have been Dolph Ziggler's sidekick. Dolph Ziggler should have been Drew McIntyre's sidekick. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's what they were going for, but I don't. This match isn't even that good at WrestleMania 35. It was a quick match. My predictions for this match: Roman goes over. It's gonna be a quick match, quick spears, or it's gonna be a quick Superman punch, spear. Roman takes the win. Possibly, maybe some outside interference from Shane. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know if Shane's actually gonna accompany Drew McIntyre out there. I'm not sure. Honestly, I really don't care. Let's see. What else we got, guys? We got the match that nobody wants to see. Alexa Bliss versus Bayley. The match that there's no reason for it to happen. There's no beef. They're trying to do like this whole storyline that I guess Alexa Bliss, Bayley used to be so mean to Alexa Bliss in NXT, and that's why Alexa will never forgive her. She'll never forgive Bayley for treating her so bad in NXT. It's like, it's so corny, and Nikki Cross is just thrown into this for nothing. What is she gonna do? She's just gonna accompany Alexa to the ring for what? For what? The only thing that I see coming from this is Nikki Cross might, try to help, and she messes up the match, and Alexa Bliss is gonna get mad at her for costing her the match. Cue Alexa Bliss versus Nikki Cross feud, which I don't want to see. I don't want to see Nikki Cross fight Alexa Bliss. I don't want to see Alexa Bliss in a feud with Nikki Cross, but obviously that's what they're building to. Alexa Bliss is eventually going to turn on Nikki Cross. Why? I don't know. Why is Bayley in this? I don't know. Why is Alexa getting a title shot? I don't know. Why isn't Ember getting a title shot? I don't know. Why isn't Nikki Cross getting this title shot? I don't know. They're going with Alexa on this one. I feel like they're always pushing Alexa. Alexa's like the female Roman Reigns, or Roman Reigns is getting shoved down our throats. So is Alexa Bliss, but I don't know. There's just something about Alexa Bliss. People love Alexa Bliss. I think she's great. She's great at her promos. She's a great on-screen personality. In-ring, she's bad. She's not good at all, in my opinion. She doesn't do anything. She does that one little half moonsault that she does off the top rope. It's probably like the best thing that she does. And Bayley, poor Bayley, she's gotta put the work in to make Alexa look good. So she's gonna be, laying in these rest holds. I could just imagine there's gonna be so many rest holds in this match. Alexa's gonna be grabbing her head, have her in the headlock. She's gonna throw Bayley's head to the mat, and she's gonna be like, "I'm gonna be the champion." Just the same thing. Every Alexa Bliss match, same old. Barely any wrestling. The only wrestling that's going to come out of this match is going to be on Bayley's side. Bayley's going to be doing all the wrestling moves. Alexa's going to be doing all the rest holds, junk talking, and just, I don't know. I'm not looking forward to this match. I feel like I'm hoping that Alexa Bliss does not win this match, because I don't want to see Alexa's champion again. I don't. I don't. But I do want to see Bayley retain as champion, so I'm going to go with Bayley. I just feel like, they just put the belt on her, and they're going to have her be champion at least a little longer. Because if not, then, every time Bayley has a title run, and never lasts long. So I feel like they're going to try to just keep it on her for a little bit, keep her happy. All right, let's keep going through. What else have we got? All right, here we go. Becky Lynch versus Lacey Evans. Again, I'm I'm so sick of seeing this match. I don't want to see it again. This is the rematch for Money in the Bank. Why is Lacey Evans getting another title shot? I don't know. Why? Why is this feud still going on? I don't know. I'm hoping that Lacey Evans does not win this match. I feel like she's not ready to be WWE champion. Her promos aren't that great. She can only get so far with this act like a lady, Southern Belle, classy. She can only get so far with that, in my opinion. She needs to be normal and come and actually exist in a normal world where people can actually relate to her, because I don't think anybody can really relate to that character. I could be wrong. I'm not feeling it. I feel like her in-ring isn't that great. I don't like that woman's right arm or whatever the hell she does. It's just a punch. I hate KO punches for wrestling finishes. I've never been a fan of that. But yeah, I'm hoping that Becky retains. I'm gonna go with Becky on this one, and I'm just not feeling this feud at all. It's just deflating Becky, and it's just getting boring. It's just getting boring. How many times can you just have them come out and beat each other down and talk junk about each other for no reason? What is the build up to this feud? Why are they feuding? No reason at all. Here we go. Another rematch for Super Showdown. Dolph Ziggler versus Kofi Kingston for no reason. What is the build to this? Nothing. Why are they feuding? Because it's Dolph's turn. It should have been Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler should have been me. It should have been... I hate his voice. It should have been Dolph Ziggler. So, it should have been... And now he gets a title shot for that. For no reason at all. Just because he's... I don't know. Just because he's Dolph Ziggler and he whines about everything and he just gets title shots. Pointless feud. The whole feud is he just kept coming out and beating Kofi down with chairs every week. I don't want to see it. We've seen these guys fight so many times. I don't want to see it again. And now it's going to be in a steel cage match. Even better. I don't like steel cage matches. I'm getting sick of seeing steel cage matches. It used to be cool back in the day. You would see a steel cage match maybe once every 3 years or maybe once a year or something like that. Now I feel like cage matches are a reoccurring thing, and it's just why? I don't know. I don't like cage matches. I don't like the camera, how you can barely see through the mesh of the cage. It's just it's too gimmicky. First person. I don't mind a cage match where it's pinfall and submission only. I wouldn't mind that, and the cage is just a structure to throw each other in and beat each other down. I don't like cage matches where first person that crawls out and over, or when they open up the cage door and they just crawl out. I hate that, especially the whole Shane McMahon versus The Miz at Money in the Bank, where Shane was literally just crawling and just trying to run out of the cage. I feel like that's what Dolph is going to do with this whole match. He's just going to try to win the match. He's going to crawl out of the cage and just try to get the belt just to win it, because it's his turn to be the champion. It should have been him. So he doesn't care about getting a clean win over Kofi Kingston. He doesn't care about pinning Kofi Kingston to win the title. He just wants to... I can picture him doing a low blow to Kofi, and then him just climbing to the top, jumping out as fast as he can, winning the belt. Is it going to happen? I don't know. For the sake of it, just because I feel like they might just do it, I'm going to say Dolph Ziggler, new champion. Just to mix things up, Kofi's getting kind of stale as champion. Kind of cuts the same promo every week on Raw and SmackDown. But yeah, maybe they'll go with Dolph Ziggler. I don't know. Who knows? Let's get into the next match. Here we go, guys. Another rematch with Super Showdown. And people are calling this Super Showdown. Stomping Grounds is officially Super Showdown 2.0. Why are we getting this feud? I don't know. Why does Baron Corbin hate Seth Rollins so much? I don't know. Why does Baron Corbin always get title shots for no reason? I don't know. Why is Baron Corbin on every main event on Raw and SmackDown almost? I don't know. I'm just sick of seeing the feud. It's boring. And there's rumors, I believe whatever stadium that Extreme Rules is supposed to be at, whatever stadium that is, they released the card of Extreme Rules, which is the next pay-per-view. And this is stated to be the main event again. And I think it's going to be an Extreme Rules match. Why? Why? I don't want to see Corbin as champion. I don't. And I hope that's not what they're building to. And it's just getting boring. It's just like, now Seth Rollins is going around beating up everybody who wants to be, because the whole stipulation of this is Baron Corbin is going to have his own referee of his choosing. So the whole thing was Seth Rollins was just going and beating up people that wanted to be the referee in that match for Baron Corbin. So the first thing that Seth Rollins did was he beat down a few people. He beat down Eric Young on WWE Raw, which we haven't seen Eric Young since, I don't even remember the last time. We finally see Eric Young. He looks like Bob Holly. I thought it was Bob Holly. I was like, oh my God, is that Hardcore Holly? And it's Eric Young. And Seth Rollins is just like, yeah, whatever. I saw you talking to Baron Corbin, and Eric Young is like, no, it's not even like that, blah, blah, blah. I was just talking to him or whatever, and he's just like, and Seth is like, no, it's all good, don't worry about it, whatever, and he's got the chair, and then Eric Young just turns around. I guess he thought that Seth Rollins walked away, but Seth Rollins just starts nailing him with this chair. Who else did he beat down? He's just beating people down backstage. Whoever wants to be a referee for Baron Corbin, he's beating them down. And Seth Rollins is supposed to be a babyface, and he's using heel tactics for no reason, randomly, beating people down with chairs. Like, beating people down with chairs. I'm talking, like, hard shots, like, crazy. And I don't understand why. I don't understand why this feud is going on. I don't understand why they're almost booking Seth Rollins as a heel. Why is he the bad guy almost in this feud against Baron Corbin? I don't know. You don't see Baron Corbin beating up people like, well, then again, yeah, he does, but that's something Baron Corbin would do because he's a heel. That's not characteristic of a babyface to do, just to beat people down with chairs, running around backstage, beating people down when they turn their backs. Like, I don't know. It's just getting crazy. It's getting crazy, and I'm sick of this feud, like I said. Hopefully that Extreme Rules main event card that was leaked or whatever from that arena, hopefully that was just, I don't know, hopefully it was just like a false leak or whatever, and we don't get this rematch for a third pay-per-view in a row at Extreme Rules, because I'm getting sick of it. It's getting boring. We see the same spots every match, and this card for this pay-per-view is literally like a regular Raw or Smackdown card. You know what I mean? Like, it's literally like, this is like you look at this card, you're like, oh, all right, this is like a regular night on SmackDown, or this is like just your average Raw card. This is a pay-per-view card, and it doesn't even seem like a pay-per-view event. And I feel like people just aren't buying into it. They're just like, all right, you know what? I'm done. After Money in the Bank, I've seen so many people go home disappointed that night. In Connecticut. People were just like just the energy. The energy was great in the arena. The crowd was reacting. Everybody was just going insane. But just like the energy after that pay-per-view, people were just like, this is bullshit. I feel like people were just like, they just felt like they got gypped out of their money. And I feel like people were just like, you know what? I'm not going to go and pay money. I'm not going to spend $600 I'm not going to pay $200 for midsection seats at this, pay-per-view that's going to be half empty. That's just all rematches. Like, people don't want to see rematches over and over and over and over. It's getting old. Same booking, same shit. I literally talked to one of my friends at work, and he's like, did you see Raw and SmackDown? I'm like, yep, same shit. And he's like, damn, same shit? I'm like, same shit every single week. You see Raw and SmackDown? Yeah, I caught a little of the highlights here and there. Same shit. Shane McMahon cutting 30-minute promos, same shit. Seth Rollins versus Corbin, same shit. Bobby Lashley versus Strowman, same shit. It's just like, WWE is basically just making it easy for AEW just to move in and just almost take over. But yeah, that's gonna end up That's going to end up being the downfall for WWE. I'm not saying they're going to go out of business. I'm not saying AEW is going to put them out of business the first month. No, it's going to take a long time to put WWE out of business. They got a lot of money behind them to put them out of business. They got almost 100 years of experience. You know what I mean? Between Vince McMahon and his father, and him literally following, his father's almost like his father's booking and almost like his father's management, almost like 100 years of experience total of WWE. There's no way that AEW is going to come in their first year and just shut WWE down. Are they going to be a threat to WWE in the long run? If WWE keeps doing stuff like this, AEW is definitely going to be a threat in the long run. But yeah, so Super Showdown, yeah. Well, I should say Super Showdown 2.0, Stomping Grounds. I'm not really looking forward to it. I'm going to watch it. I'm not even going to do a review on it. That's why I'm kind of doing like a quick predictions on it. I don't even want to review it. I might talk about it on the next podcast. I might just, go through the card and talk about the matches and who won, but I'm not going to waste time because it's just, I'll probably go through the card quick and just name off who won and who lost because I don't want to do a full review. Not only that, but this pay-per-view, all right? See, this graphic looks awesome. Becky Lynch looks great in this. She's got her boot out or whatever. I hate this logo. This logo is so shitty. This is probably like one of the worst logos I've seen from WWE. This is almost as bad as the Bludgeon Brothers logo with the broken, the backwards hands. They're like, the elbows are all backwards holding those hammers. If you guys ever seen that, go back and look at that logo for the Bludgeon Brothers. Probably one of the ugliest logos I've ever seen. It's like these ugly ugly hands. It looks like someone, like a kid drew it with like a little hammer. This is just as bad. You got this ugly boot, and it's like horrible graphics. I could make this in 5 minutes. WWE, if you need some graphics, let me know. I'll make this in 5 minutes for you. This is like mediocre graphics. This is like stuff you learn, like, basic 101 Photoshop. I'm going to Photoshop a little ugly boot over this to make it like a little logo. So crappy. But yeah, alright, so let's keep going through. Alright, so let's get into All Out real quick. AEW All Out sells out in 15 minutes, guys. 10,000 seats sold out in 15 minutes. Congratulations to AEW. People said it wasn't going to happen. People were talking shit the first time that they weren't going to sell out. They sold out. People were talking shit. Oh, it was a fluke the first time. They're not going to sell out again. They sold out again at Double or Nothing in 4 minutes. And then people were like, all right, well, they're not going to. Third time. There's no way. Sold out again. 15 minutes. 10,000 seats. And it's going to be August 31st at the Sears Center in Chicago. I'm excited for it. I can't wait. I'm going to be buying All Elite Wrestling's pay-per-view. All Out. I'm definitely going to be paying for it. Hopefully it's not $60. We'll see what the pay-per-view is going to be like. But we are getting Fyter Fest for free. And that's going to be streaming on Bleacher Report. I got to get the date. I don't remember the exact date on Fyter Fest. But it's going to be Jon Moxley's first official match in an AEW ring. So I'm excited for that. They're giving us a free pay-per-view, followed by All Out, which sold out in 15 minutes. Insane. WWE can't even sell out, and these guys are selling out in 15 minutes. And the whole thing that they said was there was like over 100,000 people trying to buy tickets for this pay-per-view. They did like the ticket sale reports or whatever, and over 100,000 people were trying to buy tickets, and there was like 60,000 people like in the queue trying to buy tickets. Like, it was just insane. It was insane. Those are WrestleMania numbers, guys. 100,000 people trying to buy tickets for All Out is insane. What they should do is just get the biggest arena that they can, get like some kind of like I don't know, football arena, get the Jaguars, I was going to say the Panthers, get the Jaguars arena and have a pay-per-view there and just see how many seats they could sell in like 100,000 seated arena or whatever, just to see how many seats they can actually sell, how many tickets can they actually sell, and then from there just gauge it. Be like, all right, so we did this. Even if they don't sell it out, they could be like, all right, so we know we can definitely sell out 60,000 seats. Oh, we know we could definitely sell out, all right? And they just make like a little pin, they just know each time, all right, so we know we could sell out 10,000. Let's shoot for 30,000. Because they already know from the ticket sale reports that, 100,000 people were trying to. So next time, this 10,000, people pay-per-view, have it be 30,000 people. Find an arena that fits 30,000 people. And then the next one, have it be 50,000. And then just build up to like WrestleMania numbers. Imagine that. Imagine 100,000 people at an All Elite Wrestling show. People just want it. People want to be a part of it. It's a new experience. And people just want a new refreshing wrestling experience, something that makes you feel good and that doesn't make you feel deflated after watching it. You want to see. When I watched Double or Nothing, I felt great. I was like, that was amazing. Oh my god, such a great pay-per-view. That was like the longest. That was probably like the best pay-per-view I've seen in at least 10 years. Wrestling pay-per-view, in my opinion, that was definitely one of the best pay-per-views I saw in at least 10 years. Better than anything that WWE's put out in 10 years. My opinion. But yeah, it just made me feel good. And I know All Out is going to make me feel good too. WWE just stresses me out. I'm just like, they don't do this with this guy. They don't do this with this guy. This is just the same shit. All Out was just like, yes, Jericho versus Hangman Page. Yes, Jon Moxley versus Kenny Omega. Yes, like the roster is just so diverse, and I just can't wait for All Out. I'm excited for it. Chris Jericho versus Hangman Page for the AEW title. I can't wait to see who's going to be crowned the first champion. It's going to be badass. I can't wait. I want to see that belt on Chris Jericho. I think that belt will look amazing on Chris Jericho's shoulder. I feel like he definitely should be the face of the company and he already is, but him putting the belt on him and him actually winning the title will just solidify him being the face of the company. And just think about the notoriety, all right? People who don't know about All Elite Wrestling but know about Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho has millions of fans. You know what I mean? So his fans alone are probably like a big majority of the fan base from All Elite Wrestling. And just, I just want to see, and just think about it. Somebody who doesn't know about All Elite Wrestling, you're like, all right, you got to check out this new promotion. It's a new wrestling promotion. Chris Jericho is the champion. They're like, oh, what? Chris Jericho from WWE? He's the champion over there? Oh, I got to watch this. You know what I mean? Just his name and notoriety alone, put the belt on him, is just going to... Just think about the headlines. Chris Jericho, All Elite Wrestling Champion. You know what I mean? That's going to light up the headlines. And I definitely want to see it. Huge fan of Chris Jericho. I don't know too much about Hangman Page. He looks great. Great physique. He looks like he can go. I definitely enjoyed the whole mix-up him and MJF had at the Battle Royal at the last pay-per-view, Double or Nothing. I like that whole little feud they had going. I can't wait to actually see what Hangman Page has to offer. And, I think it's going to be a great match. I'm going with Jericho on this one. And I hope he definitely wins that title. And then, but yeah, guys, that pretty much wraps it up. Those are all my pictures. And, obviously Jon Moxley versus Kenny Omega. I can't wait to see that. It's going to be great. It's going to be a great match. I can't wait to see Jon Moxley face off against Kenny and just see how the styles, go together. I definitely want to see Kenny Omega's crazy offense against Jon Moxley's crazy, he reminds me, like, I always loved Dean Ambrose because he reminded me like this greaser. When he used to have like the leather jacket and he had like the greasy hair, he looked like he could be like, he's something from like you could put him on like the cast of Grease. Like, he had that whole greaser look. It was just great. And he just still reminds me of that greaser. But yeah, his just whole greaser style, he's all crazy and greasy looking. I just can't wait to see those two styles clash, and I can't wait. I want to see Jon Moxley definitely beat Kenny Omega. They have to go that way. They have to go with that route. Building up Jon Moxley all this time. I hate to see Kenny Omega lose his first 2 matches in All Elite. I mean, he already lost to Jericho, which is almost like a squash match. And I'd hate to see him lose against Jon Moxley, but I don't see Jon Moxley losing to Kenny Omega in his debut match. But I could be wrong. Anyways, I can't wait for All Elite Wrestling, All Out. It's going to be great. Already sold out. Stomping Grounds is trying to sell out. We'll see what happens. Hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. I'm going to start wrapping it up. Whatever platform you guys are watching on, if you guys are on Twitch and Mixer, smash those follow buttons. If you guys are on YouTube, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Every other Wednesday, we're going to be doing the Ring Post Mashup Wrestling Podcast, so make sure you guys check it out. Not next week, but the following week, and we'll be going over whatever current events are happening in wrestling. And if you guys are on Facebook, like the Facebook page, join the Facebook group. We always have amazing stuff going on in the Facebook group, an amazing community. It's slowly building, and just a great bunch of people in there. You could go and talk about wrestling or whatever kind of geek fandom you're into. Just be yourself. That's what I love about the Facebook group. You could share whatever you want as far as your fandoms, as far as anime, wrestling, video games, everything. Check it out. And then if you guys are on Instagram, make sure you check out Power Level Media on Instagram. Just go to instagram.com/powerlevelmedia. And if you guys are on Twitter, check us out on Twitter. I don't do much on Twitter, but maybe I'll start doing more on Twitter, try to get more followers or whatever. But like I said, every follow helps. We're building the podcast up. Hope you guys enjoy this live video format. I enjoy it. I don't got to do crazy amount of editing after this. I kind of just do the cover photo. And I like talking live with you guys. And shout out to all the live follows. Adrift Sign on Mixer. I had fun chatting with him. He had a lot of good input. Shout out to Anthony, one of our top Facebook fans. He always comments on all my live videos. Who else? We had a couple followers. But yeah, shout out to all the new followers. Shout out to everyone chatted live with me. It's greatly appreciated. Check me out tomorrow. We're going to be streaming PWF Carnage. And that's our Power Level Media Creative Wrestler League, which is on WWE 2K19. We create our wrestlers, and we have them face off against each other. We simulate the matches, and we all comment. It's almost like a live wrestling show with our creative wrestlers. And guys, that's going to be for the people that are in the Power Level Media WWE 2K19 Creative Wrestler League. This is going to carry over to WWE 2K20 too. So we're going to recreate our wrestlers. We're going to continue the league. We're going to be doing our pay-per-views. Maybe not every month. We'll do a pay-per-view here and there. But yeah, so make sure you guys create your wrestlers. If you guys are on Xbox, create your wrestler. Submit your wrestler into this Create a Wrestler League and just watch your wrestler face off against, the other community creations. Because we have epic battles. And the community creations are better than, I'd say, are better than some of the WWE 2K19 creations. But yeah, check us out tomorrow, PWF Carnage. And then Friday, I'll be doing some live streaming. And I'll be live streaming over the weekend. I'll be doing Stomping Grounds, WWE 2K19 live stream. And we'll simulate the matches. We'll go over the card. We'll talk about some stuff. And that about wraps it up for this podcast, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. What else can I say? Power Level Media, Chosen One, Ring Post Mashup, out. Yes. Later, guys.